The gathering storm. The carved Dominion had never lost a war. Their fleets blackened skies, their armies turned continents to ash, and their rulers demanded one thing from every world they found: surrender. When their warships appeared over Varen Prime, the capital of the Galactic Coalition, even the bravest diplomats knew the meeting was a formality. The Dominion would demand submission, and the Coalition would bow. But the Varen delegation had brought one new face. A quiet figure in matte armor, standing behind their ambassador like a shadow. A human. The human problem. Humanity had joined the Coalition only a few decades earlier. Small numbers, distant worlds, no great fleets. The other species thought them reckless, emotional, undisciplined. But stories had begun to spread of human soldiers who fought until their last breath, of survivors who lived when no one else could. Most dismissed it as myth. The Dominion, however, had studied them. Their records described humans as death worlders, creatures forged by a hostile planet where everything tried to kill them: predators, weather, disease, and their own kind. The Dominion's warlords laughed when they saw one human standing among the diplomats. One, unarmed. How dangerous could it be? The summit of surrender. The Dominion flagship Eternal Triumph was the largest warship ever built, a floating city of weapons and arrogance. Its hulls gleamed with polished armor and the skulls of conquered foes. The Coalition delegation arrived under heavy escort. At their head, Ambassador Niravel bowed politely to the Dominion ruler, Grand Strategos Jar. Behind her, the human bodyguard simply stood, silent, visor down, motionless. Jar sneered. You bring a pet to a negotiation. Nira's smile didn't waver. Not a pet. A protector. The chamber erupted in laughter. But the laughter stopped when the lights flickered. The first mistake. The Dominion security AI detected an anomaly, a low-frequency pulse spreading through the ship systems. Jar's guards moved to intercept the human. That was their first and last mistake. The bodyguard moved faster than the cameras could track. One guard weapon vanished. Another hit the wall hard enough to dent armor plating. Before the Dominion soldiers could react, every firearm in the room powered down. Systems scrambled. The human hadn't moved from their spot. Their visor tilted slightly, voice calm, almost bored. Please, don't. Even the ship's AI stuttered. Jar rose, fury burning in every word. You dare threaten me? Do you know who I am? The human turned toward him slowly. Yes, the one who thought invading the Coalition was smart. The power of fear. In the Dominion's command decks, alarms howled. Every warship within the fleet was suddenly blind, navigation offline, weapons locked, systems frozen. Their crews watched helplessly as their control screens filled with a single phrase: stand down. No virus, no hack, just command codes, ancient Terran-built encryption that no Dominion system could break. The Dominion had stolen their technology centuries earlier from forgotten human colonies. They had never realized the ghosts inside those systems still slept and could still obey. The conversation. Ambassador Vel broke the silence. You came to demand our surrender. I suggest you reconsider. Jar slammed his clawed hand against the table. You threaten the Dominion? You think this creature can save you? The human's visor lifted just enough for their eyes to be seen, gray, unblinking. I don't save. I end. They turned toward the viewing window where the Dominion armada waited in perfect formation. Your invasion ends now. Outside, hundreds of Dominion ships began to drift. Engines went cold. Some exploded, ammunition detonating as containment fields failed. The human didn't move. You used our tech. You enslaved our kind. You built your empire on stolen code. A pause, and you never learned to delete the backdoors. The collapse. Within minutes, the Dominion communications network was gone. Supply fleets vanished from tracking arrays. Orbital foundries went silent. The empire that had ruled the stars through terror found its own systems turning against it. Grand Stratego's jaw screamed orders that no one could hear. His soldiers fled the chamber, leaving him alone with the diplomats and the human. "What do you want?" he spat. The human tilted their head. "We want you to stop. And if I refuse, then the Dominion becomes history, like every tyrant who thought humans were prey." The end before the beginning. No one knows exactly what happened in the next few seconds. The Eternal Triumph's black box logs were erased, and its orbit decayed minutes later. When rescue ships arrived, they found the Coalition delegation unharmed, the human gone, and the Dominion's ruler missing, his command chair empty, his empire in chaos. Every Dominion world broadcast the same automated message soon after. "The invasion is cancelled. Stand down. By order of the Strategos." And just like that, the war ended before it began. The return to Varen Prime. Ambassador Vel returned to Varen Prime to a hero's welcome. Reporters asked who the mysterious bodyguard was. She only smiled. "A friend from Earth." When pressed for details, she added softly, "We sent an invitation." Humanity sent a reminder. After that, no one asked again. The legacy of the bodyguard. Years later, the galaxy still argued about what truly happened aboard the Eternal Triumph. Some said the human was a cybernetic assassin, a relic of Earth's lost military. Others claimed it was an avatar of an ancient AI, awakened by the threat of extinction. But the truth, as always with humans, was simpler and far more dangerous. They were a soldier, trained, patient, unyielding, born from a world that kills the careless and rewards the relentless. The kind of world where a single bodyguard could end an empire. The new rule. After the incident, the Coalition updated its diplomatic protocols. Every ambassador traveling beyond safe territory was to be assigned a human bodyguard. No one objected. In fact, most governments requested them, quietly, respectfully, fearfully. The galactic saying that followed became law across the stars. If the human stands behind the diplomat, the war is already over.